Hey y'all, it's Thrifted Machine. Today's gonna be a what's sold video and it starts right now. Alright guys, welcome if you're new to the channel. My name is Julian, also known as the Thrifted Machine here on YouTube, and I buy stuff and flip it online for a living and make YouTube videos about it. So today we're going to go over 20 what's sold for me in the last couple of days. If you like this type of content, I also do like haul videos and the day in the life of a reseller, so always remember to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. I'll also try to tell you how much I paid for the item and how long it took to sell. So let's go ahead and get started with the first item. Again, the last couple of days, all these are eBay sales also. The first was going to be a Woolridge Woman's Extra Large Long Sleeve Petite Lightweight Flannel Button Shirt Blue Plaid. Did go for $9. The buyer did pay ship, and I have pennies into this because I got it in this huge auction lot with a whole bunch of other clothes, so that's why I let it go for only $9. I did get a offer on that, and I said absolutely sure, just to get it out of here, and it probably took about 2 months to sell. These Bibles right here were 1957 and 1959. Again, another auction lot buy. Have probably a couple bucks into these. And they did sell for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. That went media mail. That's why it's only $3.33 to ship. And it probably took about 4 to 5 months to sell. Again, probably only a couple dollars into those. This Patagonia Men's Extra Small, Women's Small, snap tee pullover fleece. Now I put Aztec there because of the design. Now some designs go like way more than this, like 60, 70, 80, $100. I looked at this design and I did put it on for $45. I got an offer almost immediately for $38. I only had $6 in this at a Goodwill. I was like, you know what, I will go ahead and just sell it, and I did, and I was pretty happy with that, and the buyer did pay shipping. You know, turned $6 into about $30 profit in like a minute. Not too bad. This Pendleton Virgin Wool Long Sleeve Shirt Men's Plaid Large did go for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. That was at the Goodwill for $4. Again, took super fast to sell, probably about a day or two. These Ratcheting Box wrenches are going to be different companies. They're not like Snap-on or anything like that. They're Klein and Armstrong. It says Reed, and I forget why it says Reed. Probably because there's something, I have no idea. Hopefully they read, because I don't know why it says that. But these did go for $15.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. Klein is a good brand to look out for. Armstrong is like an older brand, usually made in the United States, but doesn't really have a whole bunch of value. That's probably why I allotted these together, because selling them individually probably was not going to get me a whole bunch of money. I probably only have like 75 cents in these because I get these for super cheap on large bulk buys at yard sales or auctions or Facebook Marketplace deals. And the buyer did pay shipping. That went in a padded flat rate. These right here are, it's funny, I think a while back I did a video on this Cinnabar thing. I was super excited thinking it was real Cinnabar. Well, turns out it was fake. I go over to my dad's house. I'm like, Dad, check this Cinnabar thing out, right? And he's like, I had that same one. I was like, what? And he had it in white. And he was like, they're not real at all. So there's a certain way to do it. Cinnabar actually has like high concentrations of mercury in it. So if it is real, make sure you handle it carefully. Mine were actually fake. That's why I put fake faux Cinnabar, 2 trays, but they did go for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. I think he picked his up for like maybe $4 or $5 at the Goodwill, but I picked mine up for $15 on a estate sale, thinking it was new. I mean, not new, was real. And some of those go for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Turns out mine was a frog. It was a frog, and it only went for 30 bucks. This is an Acer CB2 heavy putter. It's the head only. I did take the shaft off to this. Now, if I see like a shaft that's all messed up but has a good head on it, I always now just take the head off, and heads sell super fast on eBay, like almost faster than actual clubs. And this did go for $23, so the buyer did pay shipping. I have less than $1 into this. That was in that big $600 buy. I'm already in the good on, so it's actually going to be pure profit. This is also in the $600 buy. This was a Masters Grip 460S Forged Beta Titanium driver. Whereas the Senior Flex, I've been noticing, again, I'm kind of new to this, only been in reselling for about a year, but only really selling golf clubs for about 6 months to 8 months. Senior Flexes seem to go really fast for me for some reason. If I have a Senior Flex club, it usually goes for more money and faster, so something to look up and comp out when you're out there looking up golf clubs. This did go for $39, the buyer did pay shipping. It only took a couple weeks to sell, and that's all profit. This Callaway Steelhead Pro Series X14 5-iron, also in the $600 buy did go for $37 and the buyer did pay shipping. Again, only a couple weeks to sell. And I keep saying the $600 buy. It was a huge $600 buy that I did with a ton of golf clubs, maybe 200. I will list that video in the description if you want to watch it. It was a really good buy for me, and I guess for the guy getting rid of all his golf clubs. He was kind of getting out of that business of selling them. This one right here is going to be Department 56 Snow Village accessory, 1986 Kids Around the Tree. Did go for $10 and the buyer did pay shipping. Obviously, this is sold after Christmas, and I'm actually still picking up Christmas stuff. So whenever I pick it up, I'll put it online, and Christmas does sell year round. So if it's good stuff, pick it up in the summertime. You get it for way cheaper, and you can sell it online all year round. It's great. These are some Harbor Bay 3XL 30 blue stretch waist pre-owned lot 3. Only went for $13. This is nowhere near name brand. The only reason I have these is they were in a huge lot that I picked up again, like a huge closet. And I was like, you know what? These really aren't that bad. I'm going to put them online. And they did go for 13 bucks. So that's probably $10 in profit. Not that hard to put them in a box and ship them out. This is a Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Gamecube. If you watched a couple hauls ago, I did get a whole bunch of games and stuff like that, and these things fly off the shelf. This one for $35. It didn't have the manual. If it had the manual inside, it did go for a lot more money, and the buyer did pay shipping. Took about an hour to sell. This vintage 1973 U.S. military Coleman gas lantern. It says read because I had to explain and take really good pictures of this. I'm not sure that should have been red. I think it should have been green. I did take some really good pictures of it looking like it was green, like from the spray marks or wherever they painted it. I have no idea. It didn't work or anything, so I actually sold it 4 parts, and I sold it on auction, and it had 2 bids, and it did get up to $49.99, and the buyer did pay shipping. Took 10 days to sell, but it probably took me 2 months to list just because I didn't really want to get into listing it for some reason, but I did. I still have a green one left that's at auction. It did just sell for $61, but they haven't paid for it yet, so I really don't think they are, and hopefully the person under that will pay because I think the other bid was like 59 bucks, so not too bad there. That was from an auction haul a while back that I'm still making my money on because it was all a bad buy. This one right here is going to be Nike Training Flex TR2 athletic shoes. This is a woman's shoe, size 6.5. I only went for $16.20, and the buyer did pay shipping on that. I picked them up for $6 at a Goodwill, so not a really good buy there. I must have not comped them out correctly or saw something weird, but when I'm buying Nike shoes and Adidas shoes, I always put that code in on the inside and make sure I comp those out because I'm really not good with shoes. Again, junior clubs, I've been selling a ton of them. Here's another one. This is going to be a 9-iron from the USKG Junior TS12 Tour Series 9-iron. It had a graphite shaft. It go for $22, and the buyer did pay shipping here. That's out of the $600 lot, so that's going to be all profit. This vintage American Work Products leather electrician's tool pouch, dark brown. This thing was actually super nice. I know from the picture it looks a little beat up, but it had some stuff on it, but altogether the leather was in pretty good condition and did go for $25 free shipping. It only took about $8 to ship, and I think on my last what's sold, I always say if you can find these old leather tool pouches, pick them up because they do sell for always for 10 to 15 bucks plus shipping or $25 free shipping. These La Jala Ladies 357 wood set right-handed clubs. I picked these up in Charleston when we were down there. So that was about 2 weeks ago, and they did sell at auction for $26, and the buyer did pay shipping. I had $9 in there, so about $15 profit. Here's the OEM Nintendo GameCube Wavebird wireless controller with receiver. I'll tell you right now, again, I'm not big into games, but these things are super fast selling, really good profit. The receiver itself was going for 35 bucks or something. The reason why I think these actually go for $60 to $70, but I don't have a battery back on this. That's why it says read. So the battery plate was missing, and that was all explained to take pictures of, and it's still sold within a couple of days for $50, and the buyer did pay shipping on that. So, and I don't really have any money in that because I'm already in the good on that lot, but when I did buy it, I only had a couple bucks into it. So a big bolo. I'm sure my game guys out there are yeah, that's obviously a really good bolo, but I didn't know about it until now. This one right here is a Taylormade RBZ 19-degree 5 fairway wood with a stiff shaft, and I thought this was a left-handed club. It went for $40, the buyer did pay shipping. These go for a lot higher than that. The reason why this went for so cheap, and it says read there, and I'm hoping they read, because if they didn't, they're going to be very disappointed. This thing was painted on the underside. This club's supposed to be white, but the person that had it, I guess, wanted to paint it black, the entire club. This whole thing was black except the shaft. The head of the club was was black. It should be white, so I'm hoping that they red, because if not, they're going to open this up and be like, what in the world is this? But they do go for a little bit more. Taylormade's always a good brand to look out for if you're out there shopping for golf clubs. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever actually sold on the internet. It is a Vietnam 1972 shark repellent compound pouch. I'm guessing it was never used because it was still sealed and still the thing that you got to pull. And it went for $30 and the buyer did pay shipping. I'm in the good on the lot that I actually bought this stuff from. And really odd, but it sold super fast, probably in a couple of weeks. So right there, that is 20 wood sold for me in the last couple of days. So I do appreciate y'all watching. If you like this type of video, always remember to subscribe, comment down below, and like the video. And you know I will always catch you on the next one.